because everyone knows it's bad to like hate. Like hate's a bad word, right?
Right.
So they never say we hate women, right? What they're going to say is we are pro men, right? It's all about being super men. We need masculinity back. We need to make everything more
Wow.
masculine. We need to, we need to raise up men. But the way we do that is by putting women down. And we see it all the time, right? It was never, in the beginning, it was never that, it was never Nazis hating Jews. It was, we need to put the Germans first. We need to take care of ourselves. Right. The KKK, their battle cry is, what is it? It was like white power, right? It was never like hate blacks. It's white power. We're all about being white or whatnot. So that's how it kind of always starts. But when you're so much about like this group needs to be raised up and a dominant, powerful one, by definition, you mean you're bringing somebody down versus saying, how do we connect? How do we appreciate each other?
And it's interesting because there's a lot I could say about this, because this is what I always saw, first with Pickup and then big time with the Red Pill. To empower men was to disempower women. And to empower men was to take the pain that women gave us for whatever reason. Some of them just might be normal. I mean, dude, every breakup I've had that it was important hurt a lot.
Of course.
But that hurt teaches you something. This is your honor as a man. This is your rite of passage for both men and women. And when we get caught up in the pain, which can be so painful, and like at the beginning of a breakup, you really can't see this, but that is a beautiful thing. And so much was important to kind of vilify the opposite, which is terrible. And I always saw that. But let's talk
I'll give you a real world example, actually. I'll give you a real world example of this. I had a student, he's 46 now, 44, around there, something like I don't know exactly. So he's 44. And he used these teachings. I taught him way back in the day, and he got himself a wife, but it was a very toxic relationship. He wasn't very happy. And he ended up getting a divorce, and he was very like, I'm never getting married again. Marriage is the devil. Marriage is bad. Women suck. And it's just that, I'm too old. I'm never going to get an attractive, because I'm attracted to younger girls in their like late 20s, early 30s kind of thing. I can't do that anymore. I'm too old. And I was close to literally just smacking him in the face. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You need to snap out of it. You're coming back. I'm going to train you this properly. We're going to nip this in the bud, right? And just last month, he is now married again to I think like a 27-year-old who is now carrying his child. And he was like, I'm never going to have a kid. He's living his life that he always wanted. But if he went down that rabbit hole of, well, I saw marriage, it sucked, it's bad, right, women are bad. Yeah. Like that, a big part of what I do is snapping guys out of it and being like, women aren't the bad guys. This is not us versus them. This is us versus us in a way. This is us getting out of our own ways and bettering ourselves so we can have a life that we want, because the world is what the world is. And if you just rage against it, you're going to go to bitter, to hateful, to bring other people down, and it doesn't serve you at all. It's just misery likes company. So that's why all these, the biggest battle cry of the pessimist is, I'm not a pessimist, I'm a realist. That's why they say the red pill. I see the real what's going on. Everybody else is disillusioned, right? I'm a realist.
Dude, do you ever get this, man, where they're like, Jared, you don't know, you need to take the red pill? Like, I get it all the time.
They're just saying, Jared, I'm just being real. I'm just saying how the world works. And I'm like, you're like, that's not how the world works. Don't tell me how the world works, because I have tons of guys. It works on your perception. Yeah, a guy who had everything handed to him, he lived in lived from a millionaire in New York and was captain of the football team and had everything given to him, is going to have a very different perception of life than some kid who grew up in like Darfur in Africa, who was absolutely worried about a warlord and stuff. Like, one is going to be like, life's easy and fun. Another one's going to be like, life is a constant struggle and it is awful. Neither one is wrong, but it's up to the individual to say, look, my perception is very, very skewed on what the whole everything is. And whatever I choose it to be, that's the direction I'm going. And you can call yourself a realist. If you guys are listening to this, you can call yourself a realist all you want and take comfort in that. But what I tell every single one of my guys is this. If you come to me and for training and real mentorship, hands-on mentorship, we are making a trade. You are going to trade me your comfort and get uncomfortable and challenge all these thoughts and pre-existing notions you have. And for that comfort, I am going to give you control over your life, control over your lifestyle, control over your relationships, control over your soul circles. I will show you how to break reality, so to speak, and make it what you want to make it, and make it by your own design, how you want to grow with it, right? And I can say that very confidently because I've done it for myself. I've done it for countless guys in the past.
Sure.
But if someone is stuck, I can't make people choose. So if somebody is stuck in that way of going, no, you don't get it. The truth is all women are evil, and I just want to, stick it to them. I won't even work with that guy, because if you're not here to learn, then why are you here? Why are you even talking to me?
Right.